Kia ora. This reading is for Aries. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I'm a queer artist, herbal ritualist, and ancestral practitioner. I'm based in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and I'm from Ghana. I'm just going to pull from these decks that I've made for you all, Aries. Okay. If you'd like a personal reading, our website is on the screen. We'll pin that to the comments or give us a follow if you feel called to. If you'd like to gift us a tip for our time and our energy, that will be on the screen when we upload this video as well. I'm going to pull some affirmations. Now close my phone numbers on phone to do. Happy full moon, fam. Guidance and affirmations you have for Aries collective at this time. So Aries, an affirmation for you all is, I'm grateful and happy that money flows to me from multiple sources and streams of income. That's a fun one. I feel like Aries wouldn't be mad about abundance and cash flow, so that might be something that you'll want to affirm over yourselves, especially if you've been a bit worried about money. It says money and material abundance is coming to you, be open to receiving. And obviously money isn't everything, but it is a tool that we use because we're humans and we exist among all of this. And that's also not just being grateful and happy and open to money flow. It's also just like physical exchange. So being open to receiving could be any form of gift. Could be koha, which is like a donation or exchange from the heart that does not have to be money. We also have I am protected by divine spirits and forces of nature. Happy Venus direct, we're feeling the relief. Hard, eh? There is some sort of like lightness. Morena. So that's also something that we can affirm over ourselves, Aries, is that I am protected by divine spirits and forces of nature. So maybe some of you all haven't been feeling so protected in the past, but I'm seeing Source trying to affirm you all in needing to go into knowledge of protection. So whether that's in your culture, your cultural practices, tradition, spirituality, whatever resonates with you, nature. It says activate divine knowledge, wisdom through research, study, reading, spiritual and healing workshops. So I'm seeing like rather than allowing Morena Izzy Frizzy rather than allowing rather than waiting for something to come to you, going out and doing your own searching, you are being watched over by powerful entities. And I'm the element of water, so maybe we need to embody a little bit more fluidity, Aries. It says stay hydrated, drink more water, eat your fruits and veggies. And like that's quite literally, I guess, as well. So remembering that your body is made up of water. So we've got some greens, blues, purples. Okay, we're just going to pull some more for Aries. What full moon messages do you have for Aries? We have this one with like lightning all over it. Yeah, I did make my own cards. It's nice to like, I think I was saying this before, like it's nice to have cards that carry the like tohu, the like, yeah, that you have with your ancestors and source, eh? And so then it becomes a little bit more personal. So yeah, I do have these. This card says shockwave, lightning, cutting through death, and summon for or divine ancestors, tupuna calling, bringing back life force, nurturing new opportunities and wealth, gifts from earth, confidence, compassionate leadership. Yeah, I feel like this is like quite a breakthrough card. So Aries, maybe also to like lessen the harshness of kind of feels like a tower moment, so like big change. Embodying water is important to just bring balance, because I feel like some of these changes could be quite a shock to the system, and I don't feel like it's a negative thing, but I just do feel like it's still intense. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, and there's like lavender at the base of the deck, so that might be helpful. So self-soothing is important, cooling is important, because I feel like the fiery energies might be heightened right now for some reason. I don't really know what else is going on in astrology. But it's a really beautiful time for you all to nurture new things that are coming up for you. We have, what are you not seeing? Illusions, perception, seek truth, take off rose-colored glasses. And then, what sacrifices do you need to make to progress forward? What are you sacrificing that is unnecessary? What deeper commitments do you need to make to self, loved ones, community? You're so welcome, B. I feel like this is what you're releasing because it fell away from me and like reversed. So I feel like you're releasing like wearing rose-colored glasses or letting yourself be an illusion when it comes to certain things. And also maybe like in the past, some of your Aries were making sacrifices for the wrong things, reasons, persons, people. And maybe this was actually stopping you from progressing forward, or you were, there's something that maybe you weren't seeing that I feel like this full moon is unveiling, already has unveiled. For some you might blaze up. You might smoke one, and that might be something that actually helps shift your perception on something. Guidance and affirmations you have for Aries. We have Tangaroa. So we've got the water again, fam. That's so cool. I really love that. I'm thinking of like the Tangaroa like phase of like the maramataka, and how like it's my favorite part of the maramataka because it's just like flows real easy. Yeah, I just love it. It always feels really good. So I feel like this signifies this time period, and this full moon for y'all is like there's an opening. I feel like there's like a cracking open with the lightning. I also just heard like Tawhaki, is it? That atua that ascended up. So I'm just seeing that like connection between earth and the divinities, and there's like, that's quite intense, the opening of it. Maybe that's already happened, but then I feel like this full moon is allowing some coolness, and some ease and some cleansing and some nurture to come through, especially when it comes to like connecting with other people as well. So it's really important time to be around community and to remember that you're valued as well, that you're a valuable part of community, and that others are as well. So I don't know if there had been a bit of ego surrounding that. There's this card. It's a little bit confusing, but it says lack is released through challenges, hard and smart work. So yeah, so maybe some of you had struggled to release things in the past that had hurt you, or maybe you had made sacrifices for something that kind of fucked you up in the end. But I'm seeing that your ancestors, I just heard you've made the connection, and maybe there's lessons have been integrated. So your ancestors are helping support you, and this full moon is helping support you by bringing in physical, material, emotional comfort and depth of expression. If you give offering to your ancestors in any way, do so. Music, art, dance, kai, bringing slow and steady growth and expansion, success and rest. Okay, I'll pull some tarot. Just using this Shadowscapes deck. Cool, that feels so nice for you, Aries. Not gonna lie, feels like the nicest. Out of the signs I've done so far, Aries does feel the nicest, like flowing the easiest. Yeah, I feel like that's part of this full moon as well, is that you don't have to like try so hard either. Nyankopɔn Samayfo and listen for me, wishing to those of love, light, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace. What guidance and affirmations you have for Aries? Yeah, Nine of Cups. That's literally like wish fulfillment, fam. So you're the kind of just cruising this full moon. A lot of rest. Some of you might be taking a break or really encouraged to go on a trip or plan a trip, or just go to the water as well. Some of you might be eating fish or kaimwana. Two of Cups. Yeah, so there's this like intimacy, exchange of intimacy with spirit that's opening up for you all, especially, even particularly at night. Yeah, nighttime by the water with nature. There's significance to do with trees as well, like you might be connecting with in the sun. Page of Swords, Page of Wands. Let me show you these actually. Yeah, I feel like you might be having like casual conversations with yourself, with your ancestors, with friends and family as well. So you're really encouraged to share your ideas, be open to casual conversation, going on little adventures with people. The Hermit. You might even be doing this by yourself. Some of you might, yeah, again, there's like that study research. You might be researching something new that you want to do. Ooh, a whole bunch just fell out. Ace of Cups. So receiving as well. Like, I think that you're really going to be receiving, and people are going to be wanting to give to you this full moon. And doing what you need to do to fill your cup as well. So you might be listening to podcasts or listening to music. We have Seven of Pentacles. Focusing on what your long-term investments, but just having fun investing in them. So this is like, I heard no pressure. So there's like no pressure for you to, or you're not feeling pressure when it comes to the timing, because it's as if you know that things are going to happen in divine timing anyway, or if that's not the energy that you're in, your ancestors want to affirm that for you to not feel so much pressure when it comes to the timing of things. Three of Pentacles. So there might be some Nine of Swords, some underlying anxieties and stuff and worries and pressures that you might feel. For some, it might be financial stuff, or could be to do with family or collaborating with others and like your commitment to something. King of Cups. But I think all in all, the main thing is just like noting that your heart is in it. Is your heart in it? Do you value this? Do you love it? It's okay if things aren't growing rapidly. That's quite a like Western way of thinking, or wanting things to be instant, like, I don't know, social media age and all of that stuff. So I think Source is also reminding Aries that there's beauty in the slow growth. Six of Wands. Yeah, success. That's where success lies, is where your heart lies. Four of Swords. That's also where rest lies as well. I love these like light purple flowers. And Judgment. Yeah, so your ancestors and the full moon are setting you up for rest. So if you feel like you need a rest, you need to sleep, you need to listen to music, frequencies, do that and just like chill, because that's actually going to fill your cup. And maybe it's like listening to music that really fills up your soul and your heart, or listening to like koutou, or having conversations that really fills up your heart or your passions. Something about youthfulness as well. We'll just pull one or two more to end this reading. Guidance and affirmation. If things are ending as well in any area of your life, Source is saying that that's meant to be. Guidance and affirmation. And I'm seeing like more rumors being made for what your heart actually truly desires if something is ending. Yeah, and I think that the main challenge can lie in Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, in your mind, and where yeah, where you set your thoughts. And so maybe that's why this full moon is offering you a refreshing of internal dialogue and also external conversation. I think yeah, Aries, you can tend to get caught up in your head, and that might make you like isolate a little bit. And then you might get a bit defensive with the Seven of Wands. So be mindful of being defensive. Like, it's okay to stand in your power and know your truth and know who you are and all of that stuff. But Source is saying make sure that you are moving from this place of Ten of Cups of healing, community mindset. There's a lot of healing for your womb. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl or you're a queer. Everyone has an energetic womb space, and so that's where your creativity flows. Also, where your nervous system is and where your trauma responds in that place in your body. And so sources and your ancestors are healing that. So that could also be why there's a bit of defensiveness as well. And I think it's okay for you to protect what's yours. So that could be a bit of a challenge, but just make sure not too combative. Guidance and affirmation do we have for Aries? Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, Five of Cups. Yeah, so some of you all are releasing connections, friendships, maybe that you've had for a while. There could still, even if this happened a while ago, you could still be going through it. Things don't happen overnight. But I'm feeling like your ancestors are just reminding you to continue to release and let yourself feel whatever you need to feel. So yeah, that could be a breakup. That could even just be a friendship breakup. There was King of Wands, so it could be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Or you could be, guidance, Ace of Pentacles. So this release is literally just leading you to more stability. You're going to have to be adaptable though. And maybe that's why there was that flow through all the different elements as well. We had fiery, and then we had watery, and there's earth here. So at any given moment, you're going to have to maybe switch it up or be adaptable to your circumstances and stuff. So try not to be too stiff, especially if you have Taurus placements. Eight of Pentacles. The Emperor. Seven of Cups. Spiders might be significant. So at this time, it's important to focus on your long-term goals, and this is a bit of your masculine energy. Some of you may be planning something with a father or a father figure. Even just for yourself with what you're growing and your goals and what you want for your life in general. You might have a lot of options coming up, or be feeling a lot of things, or imagining a whole lot of different things, Aries. So we have Two of Swords reversed, King of Wands reversed, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles reversed. You're welcome, love. So some of you may have been dealing with indecisiveness, coming from a lack of confidence. But I'm seeing that you're releasing that, and maybe that was coming from lack as well, feeling like you don't have enough in a certain area, or you weren't up to par, or you don't look like the next guy or something. I don't know. You may need to speak about this to someone and express how you feel. There's something about moving forward, experiencing a lack of clarity, or maybe you're cutting conversation off with someone that has been bringing your confidence down or making you feel lack. And for some of you may be struggling to juggle two things, two parts of your life or something. But with the World at the base of the deck, this has the potential to change. There is a cycle closing here. Oh, with the sun. So there is a positive, it is positive, like some of you may have like stopped talking to someone as well. But anyway, regardless of whatever has stopped, or with Five of Pentacles reversed, that's great because it talks about feeling like you had lack but actually gaining help and support. And I feel like Source wants you to learn how to accept change as well with the world at the base of the deck. Like change is important. It keeps things moving, it keeps things healthy, it keeps things alive. It's because it's growing and it's changing all the time. And so if we're wanting something to stay the same, even if it is like hurting us, this is actually the opposite of life. I don't even know if it's necessarily death. I feel like it's just like stagnancy and pollution, you know. Okay, fam, I'm going to leave that there. If you want a personal reading, you can head to our page. Our website is on there somewhere. This reading will be uploaded soon on our page if you want to listen to it later. I'm so glad this resonated with you, Whakatane. Sending you heaps of love and happy full moon. And I'll probably be on here tomorrow, so I'll talk to you all then.